Man, I wasn't even born in 1975. Um, Crazy thing happened in my life. I have a late lady in my life, and her name is Darlene Graham. That's my mother's mother, my grandmother. And she would instill in me certain cartoons and things to watch because she always nurtured the part of me that is the caring side. She brought that to me. And she always had a draw to animation herself. We would watch cartoons together when I was a kid. And Rikki Tikki Tavi was a cartoon that her and I watched. And I had forgot about it. And then on its anniversary, because if you're 1975 and this year is a 5 year, that would make it how old, Stacey?
I'm sorry, what?
If a movie was made in 1975 and we're in 25, that would make that movie 50 years.
Yeah.
So in the 50-year anniversary, somehow this movie came across my desk via somebody.
Sorry, guys, I had to count on my fingers.
Right. We were both in the zone. We've been doing a lot of shows. We record them back to back sometimes.
I know. I was reading the Wikipedia while you were rambling. I didn't know that you were speaking to me.
Yeah. And there was a great man named Chuck Jones, and if you don't know who Chuck Jones is, he is a guy that like his animation, and Tom and Jerry, all that other stuff. And if you don't, then definitely look him up. He was a great animator. Hand drawn was this thing. And the greatest thing about this is if you don't know, this little 24 minute animated short film was narrated by the late great Orson Welles.
Okay.
And the story is actually an adaptation from the Jungle Book. Mm-hmm. And when I tell you the Jungle Book,
1894 short story collection.
Yeah, we're talking about the official Jungle Book. I'm not talking about the Disney Jungle Book.
Right.
So I rambled on way too much. There's some things that we normally do in this episode, so let's let that thing process.
What's going on, everybody? This is your boy King Germ, one half of Pod and Saved Our Marriage. Each and every Friday, Queen Germ and myself drop an episode to show the people how Pod and Saved Our Marriage. Now, we're not like most married couples. Most of the time we disagree, but that's the beauty of the show. So, when you get through listening to Sparrows on the Review, come give us a listen. Each and every Friday on any DSP, go look for Pod and Saved Our Marriage.
Now, Rikki Tikki Tavi, 1975 film. Stacey didn't know what was going on this evening. We were outside. We had set up our great projector, the amazing Anchor Nebula Capsule 3. Was it the Capsule 3?
No, we were home, so we were using the X-Genie.
Oh, we were on the X-Genie.
Mm-hmm.
The Mogo. My
Yes.
bad.
Which is definitely worth it because, it's at Walmart right now for under $300 and we are not associated with them yet. But if you check the show notes, there might be an affiliate link.
Yes, there may be. Now, like I said earlier, this was something that probably caught Stacey off guard. She didn't know what we was watching. And the thing that I remember about this later on in life, I was probably in the second or third grade. I had to talk to one of my teachers about it, and she reminded me that this movie, we watched it only to take care of culture. It taught you a little bit about culture real quick. Mm. And it gave you some other values about loyalty and actually having a pet that defended you, like a pet that did not play no games in them streets.
Okay.
Now, from your perception, Stacey, what was it like watching this? Because I don't know, because it was your first time ever seeing it.
It was. I'm trying to remember because it's been a little while. I enjoyed it for the most part. Now, is it something that I would sit down and pick up if I seen it just because? No. But if the way it was recommended and put on without asking type of situation, and we were outside sitting on the porch trying to soak in some of that nice summer air, it wasn't too bad. It took a while to catch on, and at first I was like, kind of, really, are we seriously watching something like this right now? But I gave in, and I enjoyed it.
Now, let me ask you this real quick. What did you think about that animation being from 1975? Like, how it looked? Did it look a little too dated for you, or was it pretty...
I mean, I can't really give you that opinion because I don't pay a whole lot of attention to that type of thing. I didn't think it looked awful.
Okay.
If that's kind of what you're asking. Because you've got to remember, it's been a while since we watched it. You know, my memory is terrible. Everybody that sticks along with us will kind of know that my memory is terrible.
Right.
So hopefully y'all forgive me.
And it truly has to be something engaging for you. I mean, this was,
Right.
you watched it basically because I wanted to watch it.
Right.
So I'll take the lead on this one because you took the lead on the last film. And I'll say this. There were two characters in this movie that were bad. They were cobras. And the cobras, Nag and Nagaina, were out here in these streets. And I'm going to keep using that phrase, they were out here plotting on killing the family. That was their whole theme. Like, we got to, and their voices were like that. We got to get in the house and get the boy and the girl and the boy, the mom and the dad. And instead of these snakes being intelligent, because the cobras are considered like the cream of the crop of snakes, they're telling this story what they're going to do right by the vent. Now, Rikki Tikki Tavi had some ability, like when he would move his whiskers around, homeboy would be on point hearing things. And one thing about him...
Well, they were talking near like either a vent or a drain or something, so he heard them talking.
Yeah, and he listened to the story. And like these snakes in the early part of this, because, you know, he took out another, like a little gardener snake or something crazy in the very beginning of the joint. Oh. He took out one snake early. And it was kind of vicious being a cartoon because he packed up that snake, is the new terminology they say.
All right.
And he had the snake in his mouth, and the owner like took the snake, the father, the British father or whatever. And, you know, they was like, oh, Rikki Tikki Tavi loves us. And then Nag came into the crib at night, all on some sneaky stalker type stuff, trying to get him.
Right.
And Rikki Tikki Tavi, the way he be moving, he moves quick through the house. He was moving like bing, bing, bang. And if you watch the cartoon, you'll understand why I made the sound effects. Because, I mean, he moves quick.
The sound you made me think of the song "Bing Bop Boom 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 Bop Bam."
Yeah, by Kendrick.
You gonna understand.
Yeah, like
I know I destroyed that, but
yeah, like okay. But he was on some Kendrick Lamar stuff.
Yeah.
When he got Nag, like I think that's the point. When he killed that snake in that way, he made sure that once he got him and took him out,
that was it.
Yeah, it was it. And Nagaina had to warn or avenge him later, because she was a smarter one, like women are, you know, in this situation. Because Nag was not that smart. Bro was on some dumb time stuff, and that's why he ended up getting unalive first. Then the story struggled a little bit, and then it got to the end. It's like I said, it's only 24 minutes. That's why I said it's something you can maintain and just watch.
Right.
And
I mean, it's definitely worth giving it a shot.
Yeah,
and you know, you decide if you want to finish it or not. But I mean, like you said, it's 24 minutes. That's shorter than a lot of podcasts out there. Right. So if you can stand listening to us ramble for 24 minutes, you can handle watching Rikki Tikki Tavi for 24 minutes.
So either way, I'm telling you, this thing got destructive, and he killed Nagaina. The family was happy. But the thing about Rikki Tikki Tavi through the whole movie, he never backed down. He didn't make excuses for who he was or what he was out there in the streets doing. He was a killer. And he didn't hide the fact, even though he was all cuddly and nice and moving around the house all fast. And, you know, even the birds, you know, that was talking to him, they was all like, oh, yeah, that's that mongoose, though. Stayed away from him. And I did believe that because the way they were, everybody knew that he protected the yard. Like, he owned it. And wasn't no old riffraff ass snake going to just come through here and do what it wants. Because I swear to God, they talk like that. And I can do the little snake thing now pretty well. And that's a joke. If you don't understand, then you understand. If you don't, then
Nibbler.
Nibbler, yeah.
And that is the character off of Futurama. I'm not calling him a nibbler because he likes to nibble on food. He is Nibbler, the black alien.
Okay, wow. But anyway,
he's an alien,
yeah.
right?
So anyway, this is something that I wanted to say, and I'm not gonna make it long. This is something that's a classic because it's so old that if you do watch it for 24 minutes, you'll remember it. It is not something you will watch again for 30 years. You will not bring this up in conversation. You won't even talk about it because you know Jungle Book and you know the Disney version. And there's also a Disney version of this if you get a chance to watch it. It came out in 1995, which I can recommend, but I won't recommend. And other than that, I want to say that the film as a whole, it won't get critically panned by any of these other services or anything crazy like that. Because here's one thing about it. It's so old that they probably didn't review it. And this is something that is lost in certain archives.
Mm-hmm.
So wherever and however you're able to come about this film, I hope that you can find it because it is one of the ones that it's hard to grab. So if you have a chance, watch it on YouTube. You can catch it 24 minutes right there, then and there. I'm sorry that we can't bring revenue to Chuck Jones's family or anything like that, but you know, this film been out 50 years. It is on DVD in some places. Buy it off Macari or wherever. So
on that note, we would like to thank everybody for tuning in. We're going to cut it off short. You're at 11 minutes. Or did you need to wrap real fast?
Damn, she just cut me off. I'm JR.
I mean, you do it to me all the time. Anyways, thanks for tuning in and hanging on with us today. Hope you enjoyed this short episode. If you have time, head on over to Facebook and YouTube and follow Sparrows Under Review.
And if you want a deeper review, follow me over at WB Uncommonplace.